about the 22. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Hey, Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. Elliott running right. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketing the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 15 now. Tua. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. Touchdown! Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Tua now on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Elliott is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. On target over the middle to Hill.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Here's Tua. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Cedric Wilson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
They'll look to throw, and he's going to go down. He's sacked before he can get rid of the football, and they remain down by a point. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there. 2 plays. Make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Mike McDaniel, he's going to ask him to take a closer look at this call, and out comes a challenge flag.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. From the 29, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bradley Chubb, his second sack of the night. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to height. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bradley Chubb bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Now Hill to return it. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
So the inability there to get the 2-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. And able to get this out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott. Finding Schultz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up.